So Boyd.
Yes, good morning again. Let me flip this over. Okay, so if you're on the video broadcast, you can see now our homepage. And the fastest way that I can think of really to subscribe to our YouTube videos is to simply go to our homepage here, and if you scroll down just a little bit, here's the most recent video that Dennis and the Creative Arts team has put up, Become the Firebrand of God, and it was a great discourse recently. And I think many of you know that if you just click on the little white triangle, you can watch it right there. And you can even, if you can see the way the cursor is going here, just a second, let me change this. Little icons don't show over on this screen, but there's if you click over here, it gives you an option. Just a second. Oh, that's how you do it. You have to click on it first, and maybe even just pause it. You get all these little icons down here, and you can. Everybody knows how to control the volume. That's pretty easy. And there's an icon over here where you can make it go full screen and just see it kind of like a TV then. It uses the full screen, although it's a little bit blurry because it's not quite as sharp, but it's still pretty nice. Now there's an icon right here that says Watch on YouTube, and if you click on that, it'll bring it up. Because this video is actually hosted on YouTube, and we're kind of porting it into our site. And once you look at it from this perspective, there's some options, like for instance this one right up here. I'm going to just pause this. Excuse me, I have to look at this real quick. Yeah, the little one right here with a green check mark, it says subscribe, and this is what we'd like to encourage people to do. And you can share. What'll happen is it'll give you an email every time a new one is put in our Heart Center official YouTube account, okay? And you'll get an email when new ones come. And one thing that you could do with those, for instance, is to share them with your friends. You can just forward that email to somebody who you'd like to share something with, especially if you really liked it and you thought it was a good video for them. So that's how to do what David was asking for.
And you can also post it to your Facebook page.
That's what I'm getting to here.
Okay.
Yep. So there's a little icon down here, and if you have a Facebook account, a personal Facebook account, you can click on like here, okay? And that's not, it might not be totally clear like what that does, but if you have a Facebook account and it understands, you know, the system knows, and it basically will put in your Facebook account a little TV box of this video on your Facebook account, and it'll basically be saying that you're advocating this, which is really easy. One click lets you do an awful lot, and I'd urge everyone to try it. Now, if you don't have a Facebook account, I'd urge everyone to have one. It's very painless. It's very easy to sign up for, and it's just another way for us to share our lives, especially spiritually, with our family and friends and so forth. And it lets you do very easy outreach like this. So those are the two things I'd share today.
Great. And in Facebook, you don't have to put a lot of personal information if you don't like it. You don't even have to have your image if you don't desire it up there. You can just create a Facebook account, put in the whatever information you'd like there that you'd like to be public, and then you can even hide certain information for only your friends so that other people can't see it. There's all kinds of different tools that you can use. But this whole thing is a great heart-sharing opportunity to use the videos that are now dozens are being uploaded. Can you tell us?
I'll show you how many. There's 86. Yeah. There's a button right here, and it's hard to see the actual text on this screen because it's not very high resolution. But what this one says is, it says 86 videos, and there's a little drop down, and watch what happens. It shows you all the ones that we have up there, and you can, it's like a little buffet. and you can even see, click on this where it says see all videos, and I believe it takes you to, yeah, here is our account, you might say, and you can see all of them in there, and once again, see whatever parts you'd like.
Great.
Yeah.
And, you know, those of you who may not have computers at home, you can go to
Library or
the library.
Yep.
And then sometime you'll be sitting there at the library and somebody will be walking by and they see it, and, you know, you could influence somebody to check us out just from checking, you know, doing that at a library.
Yep.
Or if you're got a laptop and you're flying somewhere, or you're sitting in an airport and you're watching a video with headphones so as not to disturb other people. You know, there's all kinds of ways to do heart sharing, and we used to call it heart reach or outreach, just by participating with these visuals. And the visual component is such a powerful means of sharing the message. And our creative arts team, Dennis and Lisa and others, Lisa Meekin, Lisa Delaney, and the whole team, Arnie and Maria Min and all the others who are on that team. Let's see, we have a few others. We have Jenny in Sweden. We have the gal in Pittsburgh. I'm spacing out her name. Serena Gaffke. So we have a lot of folks that are working assiduously to upgrade our creative offerings to you through the visual component. And of course, Maria Min works night and day, almost 24 hours a day, or maybe 28 hours a day, on all the audio offerings, the music, etc. There's just tremendous things happening behind the scenes, and we appreciate all of this work of all of our servitors, volunteers, people that are either paid or unpaid. And I can assure you, those who are volunteering, you're balancing your karma, and you're really providing us with great opportunities and resources to share with the world. So, is Dennis, are either Dennis or Lisa on the phone now? Would you like to share anything more, if you're able to call in?
Hi, Kathleen's on the phone.
Oh, good. Go ahead, Kathleen.
One thing to share. If you go to our front page, if you click on the word More Videos, it takes you to our Media Center page. And on the top of that page, there's another hot page.
Okay, Kathleen, I don't know if you can hear me, but you're breaking up pretty much.
Yes, I hear that I am, and I don't know why.
Could you start again, because I couldn't hear the very first thing that you were saying? If you could just start again and speak slowly.
On our homepage, by the video, there's a link that says More Videos. When you click on that...
I did, and I clicked on it, on the video.
Okay, I don't
There's a time delay for you. There's a time delay for
you. Oh,
you.
you're right. Oh, sorry. And then you're on that second page.
Yep.
And there's two hot links. One goes to our account, and one goes to our playlist. So that gives more of an overall view of all of our.
Yep. Yeah, overall, I'd encourage Heart Friends to just click around. Our site changes a lot, and I hear all the time from Heart Friends that when you show them stuff like that, they say, oh, I didn't know that was there. Because we get so accustomed to just basically every day going to the broadcast and then going about our busy day. But I can tell you there's things that surprise people and very please people, and it'd be good to just be curious and click around and just explore, because it's changing a lot all the time.
Right. I actually wrote down, I know that we may go over today. I don't mind going till closer to 9 o'clock. There's two other things I'd like to... Oh, is somebody else on?
There. Because we get the book.
Okay.
Somebody's broadcast.
Okay.
And then going about our...
Okay. There's two other things that I thought would be really awesome to share, because not everybody knows how to use the forum. And I think we've shown you this once before, but I think it is imperative that we show you again, because there are some really awesome aspects of the forum that allow you to, first of all, you have to create an account. You have to have a Heart Center account. You go into your account, you log in, and then when you access the forum, you can actually create things. You can create a new forum subject or something, and you can sign up to receive all postings on a particular topic. So Boyd, could you take us through that a little bit so that those who aren't quite as familiar with the forum can check it out? Dee Stewart's been uploading jokes on a regular basis for quite a while. We have the forums for our Meru courses, and some people are not really contributing to those forums, even though we recommend it and it's part of the curriculum and the syllabus for you to do so. And I'd really encourage all who are taking the Meru courses to at least share something on the forum. But maybe part of the reason may be you're not familiar with it. So Boyd, take us through that a little bit.
Yeah, thank you. If, like David said, I think a lot of people who are probably listening to us already have an account on the site, and so you just log in with your usual normal password and username, and here I'm just stalling a little bit because the page is refreshing here on the video. Come on. And the thing is, a lot of people don't necessarily always log in every day, and so you have to remember to do that. Otherwise, what you'll get when you do go to the forum is you'll be able to read things, but there'll actually say a message there that says you're not allowed to post. And some people have said
you don't have permission.
Yeah, you don't have permission or something like that, and that's a little bit confusing to people. I have to see what's going on with this. It's kind of stopped up. Not sure why. It might be because a lot of people are right now trying this. It's slowing the site down, but okay, I think I've got it now. So once you are logged in, though, if you go to,
well, you can just go to the right side of the thing and scroll down, and you see some posting. And if you click on one of them, you'll go to them.
Yeah, it's hard to do it on this small screen is the only thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. I'll show you.
There's two ways you can get to it.
Yeah, we have a feature on our site that on the right side, if you scroll down a little bit, it says Forum, Newest Posts. And this is kind of like a tickler kind of thing. It shows you just a little, like the first sentence or the first phrase of some of the latest forum posts to kind of get people's attention. And then if you click on one, you can go there and see it. And you can either click on the word forum right here, and that'll take you to it in general. Or if you click on one of these three recent ones, you can go right to it and read the whole rest of it. And I can't read quite what I just clicked on, which one it is, but it takes you there. And we're almost there. And then you can read the whole thread. Now this one, it looks like a lot of people have responded, and there's a lively discussion there.
It's probably the Meru postings.
It probably is, yeah. It's probably one of the Meru class postings. But I would like to...
And then can you show people how to subscribe? Like if they post there, then they can also subscribe so that any new posting they see, they're prompted that they'll get an email, right?
Yeah. Give me a second. It's just challenging.
Taking a while.
Because the video system isn't as high res as a regular computer, so you can't read any of the words
Okay.
when you're doing it on a TV screen.
Yeah.
So I apologize there. I have to pull this up and look at it a different way. When you are logged in, though, you will see all these extra little icons here. And let's see. One that I'd like to really point out that's very commonly used in forum communities is this little green colored one that says reply. And that's really the right way. If you see a post and you want to ask the writer a clarifying question, or maybe you've had a similar experience and you just want to share your thing, the right way to do that is to hit reply. Don't create a new thread, because then it makes a cohesive thread or a conversation online that people can see the progression. And it's pretty important, and it'll actually quote the original one if you'd like, and you can edit that so that people know what you're talking about. It's not just some thought stream that you've just kind of expressed out of thin air. If you ever make a post and then you read it and you go, oh, I made a bunch of mistakes or something you want to edit, there is a little icon for editing. It's a little pencil right there. And if you'd like to subscribe to it, meaning what David was saying, I personally don't use that. Oh, check this box to subscribe to this topic. There's, let me get that up. I think it's at the top here. It says right here, check this box to subscribe to this topic. If it's a topic where there's a lot of people engaged in a pretty lively conversation, you can click that, and then you'll get an email with an update of the latest posts, so you can kind of keep up with it. You don't have to remember to go back there, which is somewhat daunting to people. So you can keep your discussion up. It's really important, especially like, for instance, we have functions in our forum, like for instance, if you're going to a conference and you'd like to carpool or something like that, you could create a thread that says, hey, I'm driving from Pittsburgh, and if anybody would like to share costs and stuff, and then you could subscribe to it yourself, and you'll get updates from people, and not feel like you had to look at it manually every day. So there's a lot of really cool features in the forum. It's like a little virtual community.
I just got a flash from Saint Germain that he envisioned all of this a long time ago, before the internet was created in the physical world, as a means of communication for the whole planet, for us to stay connected. And you can see how the minds of people on Earth, once the internet was created, have allowed for all kinds of wonderful ways of manifesting this connectivity. And so there are these forums, there's ways to communicate. It's wonderful, and we just encourage you to check it out, because I can tell you the youth know a lot of this, and they're using it all the time. And if we're desiring to stay current with the technology that's out there, which is continuously changing, the iPhone and the droids and all of the new handheld little computer devices and phones, video phones, etc. It's all just accelerating, and things are getting more complex and yet simpler in terms of size and the way that you can use them. And I told our council recently, or maybe it was a team, that I envisioned for under $100 people having a device where they could watch a Heart Center broadcast from anywhere, as long as you have internet connection. So these devices do exist, and we are simply desirous of providing the means whereby you don't even have to have a computer at home. You can be traveling on a bus or in a taxi, or walking. Of course, you probably don't want to do it while you're walking, but you could be it could be walking and listening to a broadcast on your way to work, as long as you're careful with where you're walking. If you have, earpods or something. So the technology's out there, the means are there. We just have to become savvy in using the media to share the message of the masters to ourselves and throughout the world. So any other... what I'd like to do next Tuesday, Boyd, is show people how to search for heart streams. And this time I'm giving you a little more notice. today was all done on the fly. And there's some very interesting ways that you can search for heartstreams. There's 2 or 3 different places you can listen to our broadcasts, replays, conference replays. But the ways that you search for the heartstreams is key. Using words, using the master's name, using the dates, the date ranges, etc. And although some of you have mastered this, others of you may not have, and it's meet for us to offer this presentation once in a while, because new people are coming onto our site. They may not even know that some of these things exist if they haven't really gone deeply into our site. And so I think it's a way for us to communicate and to share so that you have the knowledge and the resources to really pull out of our site all that's there, because this website is amazing and there's tremendous teachings that are embedded within it. So any other final thoughts or statements, Boyd, that you'd like to share?
Yeah. One thing that I've noticed over the years in my involvement in the web, forums, blogs, email, and so forth is I've noticed there's a lot of people who sort of use the web to a sort of a minimum level, meaning they know how to open up their browser and click to go to sites and so forth, and they know how to use email. And I've seen many, many times kind of an unfortunate pattern where people use email for distributing ideas when a forum would be far, far better. And it's just because that's what they're used to. And it's no blame. It's just that, I mean, if you'd like to gain as much good karma in this life and help as many people as possible, a lot of times people have something to share of great value, and they'll send it to their email list. And, you know, that's fine. Yet I don't know that it's always true that everybody wants to be on your list and get like lots and lots and lots of posts of what you have, because it may not be contextually something you're interested in. On the other hand, there is a forum out there, probably either on our site or somewhere, because there's a lot of forums out there, and if you put your topic in an appropriate level of a forum, it lives there for years and it benefits hundreds, thousands of people. And see, it's just a case of the right tool for the job. So I'd encourage everyone to explore this, because we're here to create the greatest momentums of light, and you might as well leave a larger wake, so to speak. Let your tugboat going through life create a bigger wake rather than a smaller one. And email creates kind of a small wake, and forums make a much bigger wake. That's what I had to say.
You may have heard of something called viral marketing.
Yeah.
And I'd like to rename it for us as spiral marketing,
yeah.
meaning the golden ratio spiral. There's a movie out there called Thrive. I think I've gotten 12 different emails from different people saying, you got to watch this 2-hour plus video called Thrive. And it's been taken down, and then people keep finding it in other ways to watch it. It's interesting. I'm not necessarily saying that it's all 100% accurate. I haven't even watched the whole thing, but a number of you have sent emails to me and to others in the Heart Center about this Thrive video. So if you're interested, you could search for Thrive and try to find it. But this is an example of viral, or what I would call spiral marketing, which you could reach millions of people in a short period of time if you do things appropriately, and if it catches on, it catches fire, so to speak, spiritually and virally or through the internet. So we can use the resources that we have to get the word out of the Ascended Masters' teachings from our movement if we are savvy, if we know the media and the means whereby we can get that message out. So what we've offered today is a little bit, some tidbits on, first of all, knowing what's on our site, knowing YouTube, in addition to the search for Heartstreams next time, Boyd, I'd also like us to have an update on our Heart Center Facebook page, and maybe we can even invite Teresa Bork, if she's available, to be on the call next Tuesday to take us through a little bit of that while we show you on the screen, because there's amazing stuff happening on our Facebook page, which kind of reflects what Dennis and Lisa and others are doing with their videos, because a lot of these videos are being posted, and we'd like to really expand our offerings on our Facebook page, because this is where the youth will probably be looking, and there's all kinds of opportunities there. So next Tuesday, how to search for Heartstreams and other replays, and our Facebook page updates. So we'll look forward to that. And I'd like to also tell you one other thing before we sing our final song and close our service. I recently picked up a book from our bookstore called Woman, the Source of Love and Life. It's by Peter Danoff with the name Bienza Douno. So it's Peter Danoff's teaching. It's a beautiful little book, absolutely beautiful. The teachings are profound, and I just tease you a little bit with one little reading. True love, this is on page 30 of Woman, the Source of Love and Life. True love is a model through which people help each other to learn. True love requires a mindful exchange between souls. To love someone means to experience a proper exchange with him. When the interchange between two people who love each other is proper, then they are joyful, fulfilled, ready to sacrifice for each other and to be helpful to all people. If you find someone whom you love and who loves you, you have found your teacher. On the one hand, he will teach you, and on the other, you will teach him. The boy and girl are youthful and beautiful, but as soon as they marry, bills start to follow one after the other. They wonder where these bills came from. This is so simple. They do not marry one person, but a whole company that has already gone bankrupt and is searching for someone to pay off its debt. Without ever questioning, they take these bills upon themselves and suffer their entire life without being able to get above the surface and pay them off. In such a case, only he who has paid off all his debts, who has freed himself of all his creditors, has the right to get married. Now, of course, the Master is speaking symbolically, metaphorically there, in addition to maybe speaking very logically and what's the word I'm thinking of? Literally, exactly. If the young woman is ready for the rest of her life to serve the young man, to fulfill his desires with love and the right consciousness, let her marry him. If she thinks that through marriage she will have security and independence, or that she will be a mistress, then she will be unhappy. Love acknowledges one law. Those who love must serve. Love is one thing, and marriage is something entirely different. A marriage binds, complicates, and obstructs the freedom of the human soul. Sometimes people marry in order to pay off some old debt, and such a marriage is appropriate. It is within the destiny of these souls as a way of freeing themselves. However, often people marry because of strong feelings, sometimes motivated by material gain or ambition. In such cases, both parents and the children suffer, bearing the consequences. Love without entangling yourself, and one day you will be thankful. So this is all about Woman, the Source of Love and Life. It's a beautiful book, small book, about 79 pages, but absolutely stupendous teachings from Peter Dunoff, Biensa Dono. So Boyd, why don't you pick a song for us to sing to close our service today?